Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. We're delighted to have Phil Mickelson back with us. Phil, as most of you know, has finished in the top 10 at the Masters 7 times in 11 appearances. He's finished no worse than 7th in the last 5 years. He's played in 11 Masters and has had a beautiful record here. Let's begin by asking some questions, please.
But no wins.
No wins. But,
No wins.
but
sometimes
Arnold Palmer is the Masters champion of 1950.
you just know.
Now, up the hill.
That the ball wants to go in the hole.
Maybe. Yes, sir!
Never more so than at the amazing 2004 Masters. It's a game of numbers. Tiger Woods is playing his 10th Masters. Fred Couples, his 20th. He's never missed a cut.
Talking about Chuck.
Raymond Floyd is playing his 40th. While Arnold Palmer, talking with Chairman Hootie Johnson, is starting his 50th consecutive Masters. Tiger Woods and Arnold Palmer are in the first group for Wednesday's 9-hole contest.
133. Just yours.
You all right, babe?
Are you all right?
I can make this 9. I'm
Okay.
not sure about anything else.
And Tiger closes his round with a roar. Gary Player and Jack Nicklaus. Byron Nelson visiting with defending champion Mike Weir. And this is Weir at the second hole. Ireland's Padraig Harrington takes home the crystal as the par 3 winner. Conditions leading up to this Masters are dry. The course is playing firm and fast. But on Thursday morning, a gentle rain begins to fall as the field gets ready for the challenge of the 68th Masters Tournament. British Open champion Ben Curtis playing his first Masters. With an eagle at the 7th, on his way to 73. Chris DeMarco with 69. That was not the headline on his round. This was. But don't think the course is playing easy.
If you hit the shots, you can play it. You've got to execute. You can't play any loose golf out there.
And that's a lesson Tiger Woods and Mike Weir are about to learn. Woods began with a bogey and 3 pars. Now, from the second cut on 5, his shot flies. And from there, he makes double bogey in a round of 75. Mike Weir is even par and in the fairway at 5. but hooks this one badly, and like Woods, makes double bogey in a round of 79. The surprise of the day is 23-year-old Justin Rose from England, who began this round with birdies on the first 2 holes and is about to finish it the same way. A 67, and he leads the tournament. In the late afternoon, there is a 2-hour rain delay that postpones the end of round 1 until Friday morning, but when play is complete, Rose leads by 2 over Chris DeMarco and 50-year-old Jay Haas. Ernie Els is in a group at 70. South Korea's KJ Choi and 2-time Masters champions Bernhard Langer and Jose Maria Olafabo at 71. Phil Mickelson had 3 birdies, a bogey, and a double bogey at 16. On Thursday, Tom Watson's longtime caddy, Bruce Edwards, died of Lou Gehrig's disease.
He sure loved it here. This is where golf happens once a year, here at Augusta. He loved being around it and in it. He will be missed. He will be missed.
I remember it as if it were yesterday, that first trip down Magnolia Lane. Bobby Jones was my childhood hero, and now I was at his masterpiece, Augusta National. Can it be 50 years? I can remember playing a practice round with Ben Hogan in those early days. I had just played horribly. After the round, I heard Mr. Hogan remark to Jackie Burke, the '56 champion, "Tell me something, Jackie. How in the heck did Palmer get an invitation to the Masters?" I won my first green jacket that year. I've always wanted to walk up the 18th on Sunday knowing the Masters Championship was in my hands. The feeling was finally mine in 1964 when I won my 4th green jacket. Augusta National and the Masters will always hold a special place in my heart. Can it really be 50 years? Yes, it has. And what does it mean? It means that I've had 50 years of wonderful memories. Did you get that?
On a day that will belong to a legend. And everyone who ever watched him play. Two amateurs will make the cut. Brandt Snedeker is the United States Amateur Public Links Champion, a 23-year-old from Nashville, Tennessee, who is right on the cut line at 4 over par. Matched by 19-year-old Casey Wittenberg, the U.S. amateur runner-up who played with Tiger Woods.
Oh, it's just an unbelievable experience. Just to be able to see him play, and he helps me. I get to see things that he does better than I do, and places where I need to improve my game, and hopefully I'll take some of those things and make my game a little bit better.
Tiger's game is much better today. After a birdie at the par 5 second, a chance for another at 4. And he's 1 over, putting at 16.
Yesterday was a bit of a difficult day. I didn't hit too many good shots, and just hung in there and at least give myself a chance. I knew the leaders weren't going to go flying away, and not on this golf course, not the way it's playing right now. So if I could just get back to even par, under par for the first 36, I'd be looking all right.
Yesterday, Chris DeMarco made a hole-in-one here at 6. You don't really think he can make another one, do you? A round of 73 to finish the day tied for 6th. KJ Choi at the 5th hole. Tied a first 9 record, 30. 5 consecutive threes on his card, and even though he shot 40 on the second 9, he's tied for 4th. Fred Couples at 16. A tough hole location to get close to, and that's the shot of the day here. He's at 2 under par. Phil Mickelson, second shot at the par 5 13th. He gets a break. The ball catches in the long grass of the hazard. Leaves him a 3rd shot. One that he almost holed. He made birdie in a round of 69. 3 under for the tournament. And 3 behind the leader, Justin Rose. Who birdied the 12th hole in a round of 71.
I'm trying to get myself into the right spots on the greens, obviously, and managing to do that most of the time. And not really putting too much pressure on my putting in terms of 3-4 foot putts for par and things like that. So obviously that's the ideal, and that's what I'm doing well. So I'll be trying to do that, continue doing that on the weekend.
An Englishman, a Spaniard, and a German are at the top of the leaderboard, with Phil Mickelson and KJ Choi well positioned in a tie for 4th. A 5-way tie for 6th includes Augusta native Charles Howell III and Ernie Els, whose stop-and-go round included 4 birdies and 4 bogeys. Tiger Woods is tied for 14th at even par, while John Daly, defending champion Mike Weir, and past champions Ben Crenshaw and Ray Floyd all missed the cut by a single stroke. As did the first golfer from China to play in the Masters. Zhong Lian Wei, despite this eagle at 13, missed out by 1. Jack Nicklaus finishing at 18. Saves par, but misses the weekend by 2 strokes in his 44th Masters.
4, please. Arnold Palmer, now driving.
And for the 50th and final time in competition, Arnold Palmer at the Masters. Years and 4 green jackets ago, and there was an echo of that today at the 6th. A salute from Nicklaus, an answer from Palmer. The 12th hole. A course, a tournament, and a man, all made for each other.
To Augusta, to the Masters, to Bob Jones, Cliff Roberts, the people who made all of this happen. I couldn't be more grateful for the opportunity that I've had here. And my intentions are to come back here and be a part of this tournament in one form or another. If it's just to sit up on the veranda and watch the guys come in and struggle the way I did for 50 years, trying to play this golf course, beat the golf course, and win the tournament.
In the competition for low amateur, Brandt Snedeker is one behind Casey Wittenberg as he plays the 7th hole. And plays it as if he's been here before. A birdie and a tie for low amateur. Until Wittenberg hits this shot at 10. An eagle and a round of 71 and a 4-stroke lead for the coveted trophy. One Englishman moves up the leaderboard. Paul Casey with a birdie at 9 and a round of 68. But the leader moves down. Justin Rose bogeys the 1st hole, the 2nd hole, the 3rd hole, and shoots himself out of contention with an 81. Tiger Woods' chances also end on this day. 2 over on the first 9 and a shot at 13 that rolls down to the front of the green from where he 3-putts for double bogey. And the 75. Phil Mickelson after a birdie at 3, this approach at 7. Ties him for the lead. And then a 3rd shot at the par 5 8th. From here, he makes birdie to take the lead. Bernhard Langer for eagle at 15. A 69 and is 3 behind Mickelson. Chris DeMarco went out in 33 and is in 2nd place. His approach at 14. Almost another hole out and a birdie to tie the lead. Ernie Els at 17. A wonderful par save in a round of 71, leaving him 3 strokes back.
Always kind of chasing, yeah, and it hasn't quite come off for me yet. But as I said, I'll keep the faith and keep battling. But it's a nice situation to be. I've got a chance.
Phil Mickelson has never held or been tied for the lead after 54 holes of a major. But he'll be the co-leader if he can save par here at 18. Mickelson and DeMarco will be in the final pairing tomorrow.
Heading into the final round, I'm much more at ease than I have been in the past. I don't feel that anxiety. I haven't felt it all year. I feel very confident that that I'm able to drive the ball and play, that I'm able to hit my irons a proper distance. I feel very confident now in my putting and have all year.
Mickelson hasn't made a bogey since the 4th hole of the 2nd round, and he's leading the tournament in the category of greens in regulation. This is not how he's played his golf in the past.
I have not ever been or spent much time on driving the ball in the fairway. I've always been trying to hit the ball hard, as we know, and make as many birdies as possible. And I just feel like as long as I've been hitting it, it's just a much easier game keeping it in play. I wish somebody had told me this earlier. It was just it's so much easier.
Fredrik Jakobsen's 67 is the low round of the day. Davis Love and Fred Couples are 6 strokes back. And Vijay Singh is 7 behind. "18 holes for a win that can change your life. 18 holes to add to your reputation or take you beyond your dreams or get you to a place you've always felt you belonged." It's Sunday at the Masters. 18 flag sticks are driven onto the course. The Cup and Tee Committee is on the 18th green. Clarence Stokes has worked here almost 60 years. John Anderson, 19. He's cutting the hole lower left. This is where the 68th Masters will conclude. The final round is just underway. The leaders yet to tee off. Mild temperatures, light winds, and an amateur writing his name in the record book, 19-year-old Casey Wittenberg at the 15th. Setting up an eagle. Follows that with a birdie here at 16. Another at 17. And comes in with 31 on the second 9, breaking an amateur record held by, among others, Phil Mickelson. The contenders tee off. At the second hole, Mickelson birdies for the outright lead. DeMarco matches to regain his share. And the good friends congratulate each other. But those smiles quickly fade. Both bogey the third hole, and Mickelson makes another at 5. DeMarco after a bogey at 4. Double bogeys 6. At 9, Vijay Singh lining up his 4th birdie of the day to get to 3 under par. But gave a stroke back at the 10th. Ernie Els 1 over on his round.
He's only 1 off the lead. Gigantic drive. But a very narrow target with this second shot. And work the ball right to left around the trees. Couple of feet to the left. This is going to be good.
I was hitting the ball very solid. I felt so good out there, and I felt I could have birdied almost every hole the way I was playing.
For eagle and the lead. Bernhard Langer for birdie at 8. 1 back of Els. Ahead on the course, there's a new set of roars. Sergio Garcia. With eagle at the 15th.
Stone dead, and he moves to -1.
Garcia for birdie at 16.
In the heart.
And with another birdie chance at 17. 7 under on his last 11 holes. The final pairings move to the second 9.
The front 9, I was 2 over par, and I felt like I'd hit a lot of good shots that led to bogeys.
Els with a chance to take a 2-stroke lead.
Get in the hole!
I thought that was in. It just skimmed past the left edge, you know. I thought I made that.
Tiger Woods birdied the 18th hole. But a tie for 22nd was his lowest Masters finish since missing the cut as an amateur in 1996. Fred Couples and Davis Love paired today. Both birdied the 13th hole to get to 1 under. And with this shot by Couples, both go on to birdie 14 and are only 3 strokes behind. KJ Choi paired with Els at 11. Makes the 3rd eagle in tournament history at this hole. And bows in respect to the gallery and is only 2 strokes back. Garcia at 18 to move within 1 of the lead. After a double bogey at 6, he birdied the last 3 holes of the first 9 and then played a sensational 31 on the 2nd for the low round of the tournament. Mickelson's ball against a pine cone at 10.
What can he do with this? It looks like he's playing an aggressive shot. He's looking past that bunker, not like it's a chip out. I guess Phil has decided he's not going to back off right now. He got the ball solid.
It's a big rip at it.
What a shot.
Very nice.
What a play by Phil Mickelson.
Vijay Singh at the par 5 15th. Thought he might have an eagle putt. But watch those hopes disappear. Els, after missing 11 to the right, has this to save par. Mickelson for par at the 10th.
Maybe that will get something going.
When I made that putt on 10, that gave me the momentum to have a good backside.
Couples for his 3rd birdie in a row at 15. Love birdied also, and both at 2 back. Els at the par 5 13th. A 6-iron from 205 yards. And a chance for his 2nd eagle of the day. Couples at 16 for his 4th consecutive birdie. Davis Love bogeyed the hole. Choi after the eagle at 11. A long birdie attempt at 13. More magic in just his 2nd Masters. Mickelson after a par at 11, now on the 12th tee.
And a man who started the day 3 shots behind the leaders has this for a 3-shot lead. Ernie Els with eagle at 13 moves to -7.
I heard the roar. I didn't know what had happened, but I figured he had just made eagle. And I took a pretty aggressive line at that pin. Nobody goes after that pin.
What a shot.
If I could make that putt on 12, all I'd have to do is birdie 13, and I'd be within a shot with 5 to go.
I always had that sense that this was my year. You know, I just felt it from Thursday. You know, I felt good, and I wanted to just keep going, keep making birdies.
Mickelson across the Hogan Bridge toward a putt he has to make.
When that putt on 12 went in, that's when I started to feel like I can make this happen.
Trying to work the ball around the corner with a driver.
Shot.
Phil Mickelson.
Good, Chris.
Oh, wonderfully positioned. Wonderfully positioned. This is going to be some kind of shootout coming down the stretch.
Els with a 2-shot lead. Keeps it low. A little too far to the right, and that will drift into that second cut. Just about green high. From 179, he's in contention, 3 back. And this is going to come back down the slope. What an effort.
On a day when the leaders were sending thunder across the course at each other, the electricity built, and there were 2 lightning strikes at the 16th hole. Padraig Harrington first.
Els to maintain his 2-shot advantage. And does. That is a wonderful 4.
And now, Lanny Watkins, it's time for Phil Mickelson to step up. We've seen him in all kinds of situations, but this clearly coming into today was his best opportunity for a major championship.
No question, Peter, and right now this needs to be a very solid shot. I would take this straight to Flagstick. He's got a short enough club in his hand. Let's get after it.
From 193 yards. Again, a more mature Phil Mickelson. He says the 13th hole is his favorite hole here at Augusta National. He will have 20 feet for eagle.
KJ Choi for the moment to join Mickelson at 5 under par.
This putt to tie Ernie Els at -7 for the lead.
He made birdie and was 1 back.
Something high, something soft, landed in about the first 10, 15 feet of the green. Well, flew it just a fraction too far. And it's not the toughest chip, but boy, he would have loved that one on the surface.
In the pairing immediately following Podrick Harrington's hole-in-one, Kirk Triplett. And lightning did strike twice.
That's probably the loudest I've ever heard it. The one Kirk made in front of us on 16. I never saw that shot, but I just heard that roar. And then KJ on 11. I mean, that ball never left the flag, you know. So it was great stuff, you know. It was great golf.
And it only got better.
Beautiful. 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 He's got the green jacket by the collar.
And Mickelson from 148. Oh, no! By less than an inch. We have had some stretch. Brilliant shot after brilliant shot. The second 9 Sunday in Augusta.
Mickelson's birdie at 14 brought him within 1 of the lead.
Now Else on the tee at 16. Seven iron. Try to bring it right to left. That's going to be a bit too hard, and it will stay up on the ridge. He's going to have a treacherous downhill putt.
I knew I had to make up ground, and when I finally caught Ernie, I thought, on 14, he ends up birding 15. I'm trailing again. And 15 was the one hole that gave me problems off the tee because I'd been hitting cuts all week, and then I try to turn that one left to right, and I just hang it out every time because I don't want to hook it to the right.
If ever Ernie needed a 2-putt, it's now. He's made some wonderful putts 3 of the last 4 holes to save par, make eagle. This will require all his skills to get this thing down in 2.
Oh, he likes it.
Just no chance, Vern.
No.
KJ Choi with a chance for a 2-stroke swing on the leader. 5 under on his second 9 and more pressure on Els, putting to save par.
Absolutely perfect. Had to have the 2-putt from 45 feet, got it, and he goes to 17 at 8 under par.
It's on a good line. Oh. The first bounce just a little too big. Little bit overplayed. He'll have a left or righter, some 12 or 13 feet.
Two behind Els, one behind Mickelson. The hole cut just about 10 feet from the right edge of the green. And that is safe. It's going to be a downhill putt. No chance of running off the front right corner. That's what the players are very aware of.
To tie the lead.
No. He wanders away. Just an awkward distance. To 17.
It's a dozen yards over the sand to be level with the cup. 115, that is very safe.
About 3 feet inside the hole on the right. Smooth. Okay, a decent tee shot at 16. Let the ball gather. Who knows?
This to move to 7 under. Very slippery around the cup. Slow down. So he'll take his time. We'll go back to 16.
All right, Peter. Phil Mickelson with an 8-iron at the par 3. He's played 69 holes this week. He has 1 double bogey. It happened here on Thursday. Needs to take the ridge. It will. And Phil Mickelson will have 18 to 20 feet for birdie at the 16th. Back to 17.
And O'Neill's opportunity for birdie. So a safe par. You might afterwards say a little too safe on the approach shot from 115. Might have wanted a more realistic birdie opportunity. He stays at 8 under, 1 ahead of Phil Mickelson.
I was very confident today that good things would happen. As I was walking up to the green, I really thought that it didn't seem overwhelming. I thought, I'll make this putt and I'll birdie 1 of the last 2.
You know, a big tough shot for Ernie. Does not work the ball left or right really that well. 300 yards to the bunker on the left. He can reach that bunker. Tees are up slightly today.
It is in the bunker. The second bunker, and let's go back to 16.
Mickelson, of course, totally unaware of what's happened in front of him. He has this for birdie and a share of the lead. There you have it. He's tied for the lead at Augusta with 2 holes to play.
Ernie was really making a move, and that this wasn't one of those things that you could just have fall in your lap. I had to go out and get it.
Sound like a good strike.
Ask for it to get up. It's going to be enough.
It's going to be real good. Here it comes back down the slope. His putt just uphill at the very end and will work from his right to his left.
He is going to tap this in for 67. Posting 280.
I gave it my best shot. You know, I just said to Josh and my wife there and my dad, I said, you know, I gave it my absolute best, this, especially today.
And now to the man who seems to be relishing the moment, 17.
Mickelson, 135 yards. Had a long wait. Both Casey and Langer three-putted this green in front of him. He had to wait. Stop now. Safe, but slippery from there. No automatic two-putt from there. 218.
His hopes for winning were extinguished a moment ago when Els tapped in. How about this? He ties the Augusta front nine record on Friday with 30. Set by Johnny Miller, later matched by Greg Norman. And now today he shoots 31 on the second nine.
Concentration has been tremendous. Came up some distance off the tee, knew he needed to find the fairway. And it just touches it downhill. Downhill. What a putt. Beautiful touch.
Els watching in the scorer's tent as Mickelson parred the hole.
Going into 18, with the pin being down left, I've seen a lot of guys birdie that last hole. When the ball comes down, you have a nice 20-footer, and all I wanted to do was get that tee shot in play. I hit 3-wood. I hit a really good 3-wood in the middle of the fairway. All I had in was a little 8-iron from 162. And I had a huge margin of error. Anything right of the pin was going to be fine. It was going to funnel down. I'd have a 20-footer.
He's set up straight at the flagstick. Oh, look at this.
I ended up hitting about 6 feet right of the pin and had that about a 20-footer down the hill.
What a swing by Phil Mickelson.
Chris DeMarco paired with Mickelson from the front bunker at 18.
This could actually end up giving Phil a little read here.
This could be unbelievable. His ball is right behind Phil's coin.
The fortunate thing for me was that Chris DeMarco's bunker shot rolled 3 inches right on my line, right behind my ball. Because it was such a fast putt, I had a great look at his entire putt, every inch of break.
He steps in.
He was moving quickly.
Phil saw the end of that putt. DeMarco will finish. It's been one of the greatest days in Masters history, plain and simple. And now it comes down to one putt for the win.
I had a different feeling playing this week. I had a different feeling entering this tournament. I just had a real belief that I was going to come through this week.
Is it his time?
Yes! At long last!
Ernie Els heard this Masters finish. Before the putt, Amy Mickelson closed her eyes for a moment and then waited. And caddy Jim Mackay held the flagstick and put it in the golf bag, a souvenir that meant a lot to Phil.
I did it! I won! Can you believe it? It feels awesome. I'm so excited. I have a memory or an experience that I'll remember the rest of my life.
His first major in his 12th Masters.
I played well. You know, I'm gonna look myself in the mirror tonight and say well done. You know, it's one of those things. That is golf. I've had some good wins, and I've had some tough losses, and this is one of the tough losses. You win some, you lose some.
The low amateur trophy was presented to Casey Wittenberg, and then Phil Mickelson received what he'd worked a lifetime to achieve.
Phil, I don't know anything that could make us happier than you winning your first major here at Augusta National. Okay, Mike.
One lefty to another. On rounds of 72, 69, 69, and 69, Phil Mickelson proudly wears the green jacket.
I second that feeling. Thank you. My grandfather collects all the flags of tournaments that I've won in the past, and he would kid me and say that he didn't want any more tour wins. He just wants the major. And unfortunately, he passed away in January at 97 years old. And he said to me before he passed away, he said to me that this is my year. And as I looked at the putt on the 18th, and I had a good look from Chris DeMarcos, and as his ball just finished off the left edge, my ball was on the very similar line, and it caught the left edge and went in, and I can't help but think that he may have had something to do with it.
In one of the most exciting Masters ever played, we said farewell to one champion and welcomed a new one, a worthy successor to this course, to this tournament, to this sport.